England versus New Zealand. Why world-class Ollie Robinson's Test cricket return after 2 years in exile makes sense. A grown-up Ollie Robinson set to make his England comeback against New Zealand from Thursday. Ollie Robinson back in an England Test squad. Hands up those of you who saw that coming 6 months ago. Plenty of hands down, I would imagine, as an international career that has yielded 76 wickets in 20 games at an average below 23 looked pretty much over. Now, against New Zealand at Lord's from Thursday, it seems set to restart. Robinson can hold his hands up when it comes to assessing why someone with his stellar stats has not been seen in Test whites since the tour of India in early 2024. England simply ran out of patience with his low fitness levels and, potentially, a lack of determination to go about fixing them. In his previous test, against India in Ranchi, Robinson suffered a back spasm while batting, and his pace then slipped under 70 miles per hour with the ball. He also encountered back trouble during the 2023 home Ashes, while his robustness had been questioned way before that, too, with then bowling coach John Lewis raising concerns at the 2021-22 Ashes after another back issue. Lewis said of Robinson at the time, "If he's going to perform consistently over a long period at this level, he'll need to be fitter bowler." Robinson also annoyed the hierarchy on the trip to India 2 years ago by revealing behind-the-scenes details on a podcast he hosted with his now wife, social media influencer Mia Baker. An episode was taken down at England's request. England managing director Rob Key said when discussing Robinson's recall for the New Zealand series that the seamer was not disruptive and had never been a problem in the setup, but you sense the podcast saga was another black mark against his name. Add all of Robinson's errors together, and it meant a big player in the first iteration of baseball. He helped England to a series win at home to South Africa and a 3-0 sweep in Pakistan, did not play a game when Baseball 2.0 came into effect, as full focus turned to trying to win the Ashes overseas for the first time since 2010-11. But maybe the penny has finally dropped, for Robinson and England. Grown-up Robinson can bring England much-needed control. In Baseball 3.0, or whatever we are calling this reset after the 4-1 drubbing in Australia, Robinson has an opportunity to play a key role, leading the attack with the new ball. "I probably feel more ready now than I did when I first got into the England team, and I've probably grown up a bit since then as well," Robinson told ESPN Cricinfo recently. "I've probably learned a bit more about my body. Mentally, I'm a lot clearer, with a lot less baggage, and I think that does affect the body as well. I've trained harder." Robinson's development may owe a lot to becoming Sussex captain, something he pushed for, as well as settling down in his personal life. He has a child on the way. Being away from international cricket for an extended period may also have made Robinson realise how much he wants it. And the dross England's bowlers frequently served up in the Ashes may have made the hierarchy realise how much they need him. On so many occasions against Australia, balls were delivered short and wide outside off stump and easily cuffed to the boundary. You wouldn't have got that from Robinson. England were crying out for a seamer of his accuracy, control and skill. His assets are manifold. Tall, high release point, able to generate bounce, a wrist position that allows him to nip the ball both ways, challenging the inside and outside edge. As Key put it, when he is at his usual 82 or 83 miles per hour, Robinson is world-class. The task for Robinson now is to make sure he stays at that speed and does not dip into the high 70s or lower, something he has been guilty of far too often late in spells and across days of Test cricket. Hopefully being strong in mind and body helps that. What England could also do with is Robinson's snarl. Getting in the face of the opposition is a big part of his game, as Usman Khawaja found out in the 2023 Ashes. And that element was perhaps another thing Ben Stokes' side lacked this winter. His batting ability, he has 2 first-class hundreds, including one against Surrey this season, is a bonus too, particularly in the post-Chris Woakes era. Robinson had long been earmarked as the long-term successor to James Anderson, Stuart Broad and Woakes, and after a period of exile, he now has that chance again. He needs to grab it with both hands.